Some drinks announce themselves right away, and others sit quietly in old books waiting for someone to notice them again. And that's part of what I love about digging through those old historical cocktail recipe books, is every now and then you find something that feels familiar, but not obvious, and something that makes you pause and wonder why it didn't become more widely known. And today's drink is one of those. It's called Wally's Kanaka Punch, and it comes from the book Introducing Original Polynesian Tropical Bar Recipes by Dick Moano and Wally Turnbow. And so the reason I chose this recipe today is because it's the first episode of 2026. We are all in the dog days of winter. Most of the country is covered in snow and ice, sub-zero temperatures, well below freezing. And we just want to be reminded that, hey, we are just a few months away from backyard barbecues, sitting around the pool, getting sunburnt. And that's really where Wally's Kanaka Punch lives. And so Wally Turnbow was a part of that early wave of Polynesian pop enthusiasts who weren't necessarily operating massive restaurant chains, but they were deeply invested in the culture itself, the aesthetics, and the flavors of mid-century tropical drinks. And books like this weren't trying to reinvent the genre, they were documenting it, capturing what people were actually drinking, at backyard luau's, home bars, and tropical lounges during Tiki's golden age. And that's where this cocktail lives. It's not flashy, it's not overbuilt, it's practical. It's really a party-sized drink scaled down into a cocktail format, meant to be approachable and easy to enjoy. And at first glance, the ingredients are deceptively simple. It's just pineapple, citrus, rum, and a little bit of sweetness, but the structure is really worth paying attention to. This isn't a rum-forward bruiser. It's built to be bright and balanced and crushable, right? The kind of drink that would quietly disappear from your glass before you realized how quickly you drank it. And that's the intention behind the drink itself. So everybody, we're stuck in winter. Let's make Wally's Kanaka Punch. And so to start, you will need 3 ounces of pineapple juice. One ounce of lemon juice. 1/4 teaspoon of Grenadine. 1/2 ounce of orange curaçao or triple sec. And the rum we'll be using today is my favorite workhorse rum, Denizen's Merchant Reserve 8-year. And 2 ounces of dark rum. You will then whip shake this drink with ice. And then fill a glass full of fresh ice. And then double strain the drink over the fresh ice. And today's garnish will be a pineapple wedge and a pineapple frond. And with that, Wally's Kanaka Punch comes together. So let's give it a shot. So right away up front, this is not a balanced drink. There's too much pineapple in it, and there's nothing in there to offset it. It's really, all I'm really tasting is the pineapple and then the lemon. I'm not even really getting the rum, which is crazy because Denizen's Merchant Reserve is, like I said before, is an absolute workhorse. So in order to mask that, you have to have really unbalanced flavors, and that's kind of what this is. So I was hoping to bring kind of those feelings of summer. And if you like tart cocktails, which I'm sure a lot of you out there do, I mean, I enjoy tart cocktails to a point, but there is a level of which a tart drink just becomes tart for the sake of being tart, rather than being a balanced and enjoyable drink. And this is one of those drinks where you cut down the pineapple a little bit, maybe add a bit more Grenadine. Okay, so at that point, you pretty much, it makes it a completely different drink, right? But I mean, it's very reminiscent of those old 50s and 60s tiki cocktails that are just super citrusy and super tart and just don't have the balance that we know. One, a lot of Don Beach's drinks are, a lot of Trader Vic's drinks are balanced, but they both suffer sometimes from having drinks that are just completely unbalanced. And there's a lot of other bartenders out there from that time period that created drinks that just were not that tart. And I was hoping this one wouldn't be. I looked at the recipe when I found the book, which I'll have linked below. You can get it for free on Apple Books. So if you have an iPhone or a MacBook or an iPad, you should be able to find it and read it for free. You can also find physical copies on eBay. I haven't looked to see how much they are, but you can find them. They are out there. There's not a ton of recipes in there. I think it's only like 20 some pages maybe, but there's a lot of well-known cocktails in there, and then a few other ones like Wally's Kanaka Punch. It's not a good drink. I mean, it's not, okay, I shouldn't say it's not a good drink. It's not a great drink. If you love tart for the sake of being tart, you'll love this drink. And so the main reason I chose this drink is one of my best friends in the world. His nickname is Wally, and he watches all my episodes, and et cetera, et cetera. But so I found this drink, and it's like, oh, Wally's Kanaka Punch. Well, hey, you know what? Shout out Wally. And yeah, so I wanted to try this drink, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because it hasn't diluted enough. I don't know. I think it needs a bit more sweetness to. Yeah. I mean, maybe what you could do is bump that grenadine up to half an ounce, right? Or add in a simple syrup or something like that, just to help kind of cover that tartness a little bit. It's just not a good drink, but hey, it is what it is. But so let me know if you made this cocktail at home, what you thought of it, if you've had it before. So this book is new to me. I'm sure a lot of you out there have already uncovered this book in the past, but if you haven't and you tried this drink, or if you have and you tried this drink, you know, kind of let me know what you thought of it, because I'm not a big fan of it. And you know, it feels like I'm striking out a lot on this channel lately. If you recall, in some of my November videos and December videos, it's like, man, they're just not that great. So I don't know what my issue is. I've been kind of striking out a little bit lately, but I mean, it's not, I mean, a scale of 1 to 10, I remember joking in like, I think August or September that I was going to start ranking drinks. I'm not going to do that, but if I had to, on a scale of like 1 to 10, this is like a 4, 4.5, maybe 5 with dilution. I'm not super sure on that, but it is what it is. That all being said, if you enjoy, you know, uncovering lesser known tropical classics like this, you know, stick around. There's plenty more kind of hiding in pages of those books out there. So I'll be back next week with something else. Don't know what it is yet, but it is the first episode of 2026. I hope you all had a fantastic New Year's. I did nothing. It was a very chill New Year's for my wife and I. We watched TV and we had takeout, and you know, honestly, it was awesome. But yeah, I hope your New Year's was great. I hope, you know, your 2026 is off to a fantastic start. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, everybody. Koli Maluna, cheers and enjoy.